So yeah, good morning everybody. My name is Michael Gbenga Oshin, and I am the anchor for this Saturday morning's live show that's here every Saturday talking security. And yeah, we are here to talk about events that are happening. And at the moment, a lot of people know that what is trending, especially on this platform here, has everything to do with Nigeria, our beloved country. But then we're saying that we also get news through that certain other countries have now overthrown governments in Africa, all in the name of taking Africa back and trying to keep their countries safe and their families even safer. So yeah, I am Ayobami. Good morning. As you come in, don't forget please to tap on the heart me at the top there, and tap on your screens, please. I need to get to 1,000 in good time, and also, show some love. So, as we were saying, Africa at the moment is trending for some of the right reasons and all of the wrong reasons. But we can't afford to be complacent. We need to think about our security. Do we feel safe? Do we feel safe as a country? Do we feel safe as a people? Are our armed forces or our police or our security services, do they feel adequate? There's been a lot of talk this week about equipment, sending troops out to fight sophisticated people with forks and knives. And who does that? So I'm looking forward to listening to and learning from other people out there. Yes, please. Thank you, Grace to Grace. Encourage everyone to tap, please. We need to get to 1,000 before anything can happen. Yeah, these black grapes are to die for. They're seedless. They're very juicy. Good morning, Evening King. How are you? Hope you're well. As you join, as I said, please don't forget to tap the heart me at the top, and also tap on the screen. Show some love. Master Genie, good morning, sir.
Excellent morning, sir.
How are you?
I'm security cluster of the global cluster. Good morning, sir.
How are you, my boss?
Not too bad. Thank you for asking. How about yourself?
I'm very well. Very, very well. I'm very well. I'm actually quite pumped up today because, as we all know, there's been a lot going on in the press about Africa.
Yes.
You've got this other country down there who have now thrown out a certain element of persons who were running their country, and they've taken over the government. And it seems to be snowballing now.
It really seems so. Even Guinea-Bissau and what do you call it? This terrorist country, the way they are moving into military, and also naming that they are able to name the people sponsoring the bandits in Nigeria and all of that.
Well, you see, this is what we've been talking about all the while, right? You either want to bury your head in the sand and allow these things to happen, or you want to speak up.
Yes.
Right now, unfortunately, countries like Nigeria have always been countries where nobody wants any trouble. You know, nobody wants any trouble. Everybody wants to pretend it's not happening. You know, in case somebody comes to visit their house. But one of the things that we know as human beings and as grown-ups is if you keep quiet about it, it will continue to do what it's doing. Right?
Yes.
Now, if you spend all your life complaining, nothing's going to happen. Right? Nothing's going to happen because the powers that be will look at it as you're too scared to talk. Right? You're too scared to talk, and therefore they're going to carry on doing what they're doing. Right? But if if you are ready to stand up for what you believe, right? And a lot of people also need to get it out of their head, get it out of their system that not just because you talk, it doesn't necessarily mean that someone's going to do you a wrong. Do you understand? You know, it doesn't necessarily mean that because you've done something that, you know, someone's going to do you wrong. Not every time you open your mouth is someone going to come to your house and arrest you or take you away. You know, so long as what you're saying, you've said it tastefully and it makes sense, right? And this is what people need to understand, right? Mr. But Burkina Faso, man, right, has stood up. He stood up to Trump. He stood up to the Western world, right? And other African countries who can see that what he's doing is right and he's moving in the right direction, right, are also joining him. Right now, you either want to remain in poverty, or you either want to remain impoverished, or you want to remain in slavery and bondage, or you want to do something about it. And as I say to a lot of people, are you a talker or are you a doer? Right? The way out, or the way to the like when people go to church or they go to mosque, they're looking for salvation, and the way to salvation is a certain way. Now, the way to freedom, where Africa is concerned, is you're either a talker or you're a doer. Now, if you're a doer and people see that you're a doer, they will join you. You understand? Now, now, I'm glad that the global clusters and this platform, for a good few months now, have been doing this, and we've been talking. And even though we're not doing it directly, we're seeing results in Africa by people who are actually doing something about it. You understand? You know,
Yes.
and that gives us an even bigger platform to work from, because now, if we now show up in places like Nigeria, right, and join the positive movement, you know, like I belong to a movement in Nigeria now called
we can share light over every darkness.
That's
so
right.
They
That's
can't
right.
stop us, and the movement is taking off. And I'm not sure if you are aware about SIMA. That's a crime information mobile app.
Okay.
I was in a meeting with the president with them. They are based in America, but it's like an app, but it's like your digital bodyguard.
Mm-hmm.
It's for safeguarding the kids and safeguarding adults, and also if you need medical emergency,
Mm-hmm.
or if you're being kidnapped, the app will understand. And the way they explain it, I think I will have to go through their document. It's like it will send a signal to the next person, like your next of kin on that app,
Mm-hmm.
so that they can reach out to you to know if they need to phone ambulance or if they need to phone the police. So, which is another good initiative that the global cluster has brought in again.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's a crime information mobile app.
Well, that's excellent.
People can subscribe into the membership per year, so they are giving it to the global cluster as an affiliate. So there will be some discount of 40% on it. So instead of paying 12,000, I think we'll be paying 7,000. And with the situation where Nigeria is right now, the way they were explaining that day, I thought this is a good solution as well. Like what is going on with this Harrison guy now? He was trying to help, but now they are arresting him that he took out of the ransom money. So now they won't be able to save people again, because some people I've seen another video now that they are accusing him that he's the kidnapper himself, because how is he the only one that can be bold enough to go face them? Now that they said he took 5 million out of the money, very dark man got the police to arrest him, but the police could not go and save the life of the people in the bush with the kidnapper. So all these things, I believe, digital like mechanisms are going to be more helpful as well. If the government are not doing that, if private sector people are doing like what you're doing as well, I believe that app will be a very good thing that goes with the security you're talking about and safeguarding, which will be a very important thing, and it will help save a lot of life as well.
Well,
because the more we are talking about this, we are going to be saving a lot of life in the future.
Right, definitely. Well, see, look at it like this, right? Now, with what you just said, someone's been arrested because they took money out of it to go and do something else.
Yes.
Right? Now, unless, of course, that, because obviously I haven't read the story. I don't know the ins and outs of it. I'm only just hearing about this. But if this person has taken the money out to use it in the further developments of this, right, then I don't see the problem. I don't see the problem at all.
It was about the couples that was kidnapped in Auchi, Edo State.
Yeah.
They released the wife, but they didn't release the husband.
Okay.
And they were saying it's due to the money not being complete.
Wow.
I don't know how true all that is. I was just finding out just last night and this morning as well.
Well, that's something I'm going to have to look into,
Because I was going to be giving him some, kudos to what he's doing, going into the bush to save life and coming out and, taking ammunition from those kidnappers, and now he's being accused.
Well, you see, that if they're accusing him, as far as I'm concerned, that is standard Nigeria practice. The police won't go in there themselves to do the job, but they'll look for the easier target, and that is the person that's coming to them to talk to them.
Exactly.
Which
is not good.
And these are things and areas that need fixing in Nigeria. How are you going to make me feel safe enough or confident enough to come to you as an enforcer of the law if anytime I come to you with an issue or a problem, you then decide to arrest me and lock me up, right? Claiming that I am the actual suspect. Now, the stupidity of it all is, why would I commit a crime and then walk into the police station to look for help?
Exactly.
So that is the most absurd thing ever.
So speaking of and taking action is going to solve a lot of problem, a lot of misinformation. and everyone collaborating with their skills and also with their being enlightened and also learning more on how to safeguard everything that we are working towards. I believe we are going to make a lot of sense. And if people are really taking it serious and taking action, I believe the people that value the security of their life will also support. We don't have to wait for government to do everything, because this is even ourselves. People that break through the traffic light in Nigeria. When I see them, I'll be like, "Is that government as well? Is that government telling you to break the light? They've done it to secure everyone on the road, but." So it's part of not being educated, and everyone needs to learn more every day and improve our education, improve our knowledge. Some things have been taught to us in a way whereby we got it wrong, so we need to learn more so that we are more exposed and we are more enlightened about what is going on. And like you said in one of our meetings, everyone needs to know what is going on in their environment.
Well, we all know that, especially in places like Nigeria, lawlessness is something that is something that starts from the top and trickles down, and not from the bottom that goes up.
Exactly.
And a lot of people are lawless in Nigeria because of the fact that the powers that be themselves are very, very lawless, right? And people have basically decided to go and envelop themselves with these people. So obviously, if you are claiming to be a very good friend of that guy over there who's very high up in government, right? And he doesn't give a crap about the law. He doesn't do the right thing at any time, right? And that once you hang out with him, if anyone accuses you of something, you're going to run to him and he's going to look after you. So therefore, yes, you're going to continue being very, very lawless. And this is the continuous problem that we face in places like the Federal Republic of Nigeria, because of the fact that everybody knows somebody.
That's true. And some people that doesn't know, like people in the power, they will just take that advantage that somebody just done it, I can do it as well.
Well, it's not even just that, right? It's also a case of, me and you've had an argument. I know someone, so therefore I'm just going to call them. They're going to arrest you.
Exactly. Yeah, they do that a lot now. Just misusing the usefulness of the police. They're supposed to protect life and property, not for revenge and showing power. But that's what it's being used for back home. And
which actually brings me to the point. Which actually brings me to the point whereby I was really happy when I read in the news at one point this week where it was said that they were going to be withdrawing all police protection from everybody. And I thought that was a masterstroke. If you need security, you've got the NSCDC and you've got private security companies, right? Why are you dragging the police officers off the street, right, off of their normal police duties to come and walk around with you carrying your bags, right? Personally, I think only a lazy police officer, right, or one that isn't really a police officer would do such, because that is not law enforcement. Sorry. And most of these guys that you've got carrying your bags, they're not even close protection trained, right? It is one thing to say you've got police walking around with you. It is another for the police officer to know what his boundaries are as a personal protection officer, right? Because what people also forget is the fact that just because you're wearing a police uniform, it doesn't necessarily mean you know about policing, right? Policing is a very, very broad spectrum, right? And it also has very many different departments. That is why if you see a guy that he's a forensics officer, or as we call them, SOCO, S-O-C-O, a scene of crimes officer, right? Who is riding around in a police vehicle, and you stop him because a crime has been committed, he'll say to you, dial 999, because that's not his department. He doesn't know anything about it. He's not trained in that area.
True.
You understand?
Yes.
Just like you might see someone in a police van who's got on a blue overalls, right? Because he's a police mechanic. Doesn't necessarily mean he knows about policing.
True.
You understand? And this is what people seem to fail to understand. But in places like Nigeria, where everyone wants to utilize everybody else, the mere fact that person works in the vicinity of the police, right? They believe that they have the power to come in there and behave like a police officer, right? And these are the areas that we need to fix.
And the way to fix it is by, training. They need training from people that knows better. It's just like, working in a factory. Some have to be the production picker, some have to be the logistics, some have to be the, the forklift driver. It's not that everybody is going to be, working on the same department.
Exactly.
And I believe that's how it is in the military and police. So I don't know how we got it wrong, but it needs fixed, and it needs fixed real quick. And that's why the Global Cluster Platform and the Spark Up and everything you're doing here is why I believe if we can have at least 10 people that has power like you that can join you in this movement, I'm sure it's going to change a lot of things, because the digital world now, the digital marketing is helping the world. Had it been there was no internet, a lot of things would still be in darkness.
Oh, of course.
So the way the information is going around quickly on the internet now, I don't think anyone should have any excuse about speaking up and taking their time to take more training and also help their own environment. Even the police family members should try and train them and speak to them and let them know what, because sometimes I just believe most of those police, sometimes I just see some of them as thugs and just a thug in a uniform, until you see a reasonable one that is working in the office in Nigeria. But the ones on the road, they're always behaving like thugs.
Well, see, what people don't seem to realize is this. You see, in Nigeria, when people like you or I, when we visit the country and we go around and we drive around, we see police officers. Now, for in their defense, a lot of them look bored. Right? A lot of them just look very, very bored. And I've said to people in the past, if you're bored with what you're doing, do something else. Right?
Exactly.
Because you're not getting any satisfaction out of it. It's not doing you any good. Leave it. Go and do something else.
Leave it. You're not a tree. Move.
That's it. I mean, I was in Nigeria last year, and I remember that I think the governor was coming through, or somebody was coming through, and they lined the streets with police officers, in the middle of the road, on that little island thing. There's lampposts, everything. And I saw police officers leaning up against a lamppost with their guns on the floor, on their phones. And I thought to myself, wow, these are police officers who, because a very, very important person is going to pass through here any minute now, and you are leaning up against the lamppost, right, with your firearm on the floor, playing a game on your phone. Right now, I've known people like that, very important people that will then come through in an unmarked vehicle without all the fanfare and catch these guys out. Because if the situation was a lot more dire than that, right, how are you protecting me? Right? Because I have run 200 meters to where you are, and you didn't see me. Right? You didn't see me. So if you haven't seen me, how are you doing your job? If you haven't seen me, how are you doing your job? Right? And these are the areas, these are the things that we need to stand up for, and speak. Because, you see, it is, on one hand, it is one thing to berate the government, but it's also another thing, on the other hand, to berate bad workers and bad practice. You can have a head of state or a president who's an idiot, right? But then you can have staff who are even worse. Right? Now, if the president or the head of state is an idiot, at least if the staff are good, they can correct his mistakes behind closed doors. Right? But if you're all idiots, right, then who's going to correct who?
No one.
See, this is it. We've got a long way to go. We've got a really, really long way to go.
So maybe after some couple of months, like 6 months, or after every 1 year, I think they all need to have some sort of training, all the personnel. Because leaving your firearm on the ground, definitely you have not done risk assessment.
Nope.
you're not worried about your own safety, and you don't care about the safety of your position or your job. So
well,
they need to know about the compliance.
You see, in the military, that's gross insubordination. That's gross misconduct.
Yeah.
Right?
Because Nigerian police, I don't think they know anything as gross misconduct.
No, they don't. You know, and you know, under normal circumstances, that's a dismissible offense. Right? Because once you take possession of a firearm to work, right? That firearm stays on your person until you give it back. Right? You've signed it out, right, to use. So therefore, it shouldn't be left unattended. Right? But unfortunately, right, you know, because as we said earlier on, you have no rules, you have no regulations, you have no codes of practice, right? You're just basically waking up in the morning and you're getting dressed and you're going out to, as far as I'm concerned, commit crime.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, because number one, impersonation of a police officer is a crime. Right? And then as much as you're not doing the job properly, and or you've just borrowed your friend's uniform and firearm to go out there and collect money, that is a crime. Right? But unfortunately, in Nigeria today, no one's calling these people out because they're scared. You know? But you can't take your country back if you're constantly scared. You know, as I said in one of my previous Saturday morning rants, right? If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Right? And at the moment, Nigerians are falling for anything. You know, and this narrative has to change. We have to change it.
100%, because the insecurity is getting wild, and there's no reason why anybody should live in fear in where they were born into.
That's right. That's right. Where's our crowd today? There's nobody here. What's going on?
Probably still in bed. I'm sharing the link again. I'll share to the WhatsApp.
Normally, His Excellency is awake by now.
He had a surprise party yesterday.
Oh, so okay. He's probably still in bed.
Probably. But I think I saw him message on the WhatsApp group. All those code of conduct training, compliance training, health and safety at work, and all of that, they are very important training. People might not see it as important in Nigeria, but now when you go to the Western world, you will see that it makes more sense when all these trainings are done, because it's not a matter of what will happen today or somewhere, but when everybody is properly trained, then we will expect a good outcome and professionalism from those workers or employees or personnel. But if there is no code of conduct, no rules or no compliance training and all of that, then everybody is just like what you said, it's just a criminal. Because the only difference between them is carrying the firearm. That's right. And the NSCDC now too, they're also carrying firearm.
That's a joke.
I never knew we had the forest guards. Now in Enugu, they have been deployed in Enugu and equipped.
What? Forest rangers?
Yes.
Wow. That's fantastic.
So I think the police and the military are supposed to be the one, going after the bandits, the kidnappers, while the NSCDC do the road checking, and the road safety can also do the road safety job. Instead of having everybody staying on the road and then the others are following every big man in the country, then there's less good officers to work.
Wow. You see, something's got to happen before something happens, if that makes any sense. You know, something has got to happen before something happens. And at the moment, you know, we're not fighting a losing battle. You know, we're actually fighting a winning battle. We're fighting an uphill battle, but we will get there. You know, we will get there because everybody's invested in this. You know, everybody's invested in this. Everybody wants this. You know, and we've just got to keep going. Because if you give up, you know, if you give up, everything else will give up, and we can't afford to give up. You know, we cannot afford to give up.
What we're fighting for, and then the children will grow up to nothing.
Well, this is it. This is it. Like I said, you got to stand for something.
Or you fall for nothing.
That's right. You know, you got to stand for something always.
Thanks for joining us, Sexy Mama. Thanks for joining everyone. It's Let's Talk Security with our 001 security cluster of the global cluster, retired Colonel Gbenga Oshin. Let's talk about the security of our fatherland. Let's talk about rebranding the security line. Let's talk about the training. Your voice are all welcome. No matter where you're streaming from, you can add your voice. Grace to Grace, good morning, ma. Happy weekend.
Morning, sir.
Morning,
How
ma.
are you doing?
I'm good, man. And you?
We're good. Thank God.
Glory be to God.
How is the family?
We thank God also. Thank you for asking.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
That's good. I heard what we were talking about. I mean, what we were saying about the app. That's very, very interesting. Is that a new technology or a new company?
Yes, it's a new app. You can check it out online, SEMA, but they are giving clusterians different links so that everyone can also benefit from the incentive of being an affiliate.
Okay. So this is a good thing. This is a good thing in the sense that I saw a lot of people asking about how safe the ARA is during the week, because majority of the time I don't have time to join the meeting, but I always play catch up at the end of the day. So I saw the questions there. People were asking about how safe how safe the ARA, the farmland especially, how safe it is. So this is another layer of security for the clusterians, I suppose.
Yes, and for parents as well. And also all the information regarding the farmland, since it's all related to good most investment, I believe everything is safe. Thank you so much for the gift.
This is good. This is good because at least everybody. I mean, I don't think it's too expensive to buy security, or to buy into security, or to buy. My mom always say, "Onalafia okinjino."
Then their hub is also on the Spark Hub, so you can also see the hub. And if you want to ask any question, you see CIMA.
CIMA.
M for Mike, A for Alpha. CIMA.
Okay, CIMA. Oh, okay. I thought you said CIMAP, like CIMAP course in UK.
No. CIMA, Crime Information.
That's
mobile
good.
App.
So is it only in Nigeria or is it everywhere?
It's everywhere. It's global.
Let me buy for my people in Nigeria.
Yes, so you see under the Spark Up.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check it out. You know, I will check it out because
everything to keep ourselves and our family and loved ones and the environment safe back home and everywhere.
Wow, it's good. It's good. It's very good.
It's a good idea.
You know.
Yes.
That's strange because I normally catch up on all these things. When was it discussed? This isn't it?
Get the fuck away from me, you fucking dirty nigger. I'm raping kids and I will pull the trigger. Rape little children all day. I feel horny. Touching little babies. Nigga, I'm a corny. I rape kids super hard. I come in their ass and make it blood.
Who let that thing in?
That thing came in on its own accord. I've just disconnected that thing.
Okay.
Useless thing.
Obviously a Trump supporter, and I'm not afraid to say it.
It might not be. It's just like we said. Everything is not about Tinubu in Nigeria. Everybody blames Tinubu for everything, but still people still misbehave, and at the end of the day they call Tinubu's name.
I want to hear Trump denounce these people.
And the person came back again. How is that possible that they get let in?
And they've been let out again.
Yeah, but I thought an admin needs to, allow them in.
No. Look. Hold on.
That thing.
Bro, are you actually a stupid
himself.
nigger?
You see what I mean?
Like, this nigger is fucking dumb. I'm that thing. I come up and I rape a...
How did they get in?
Well, it's obviously a troll. They haven't got a username.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they should be able to get
Nigger. Stupid nigger. I like kids. I pull the trigger. I like babies. I rape them trigger.
I'm happy for you. But I'm gonna cut this off and I'm gonna restart again, okay?
Okay, no worries.
It shouldn't be okay. I think your line is not safe. Because it's not even supposed to come up.
Well, I'm back on again now.
Yeah, but she's still gonna come in.
Hold on. Who's this?
Hello, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
Yes, sir.
Good to see you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear now. How are you doing, sir?
Very well.
Wow. Good. So, I would like to, to have conversation with you, but not online.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how we can do it, sir. If you don't mind, can I DM you, maybe send you my number?
Of course. Feel free.
Okay, sir.
Where are you based?
I'm based in Milton Keynes.
Okay.
So I'm a student.
Mm-hmm.
I came in last year,
Mm-hmm.
Let me just abbreviate what I want to discuss with you here. So maybe if you call me, then we talk better.
Okay.
No, I think you said that you were retired military.
Mm-hmm.
So I intend to pursue my career in military.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking after finishing my studies,
mm-hmm.
maybe I can apply. Then I don't know how to go about
What
it.
are you studying and where?
I study international business with data analytics at Ulster University.
Okay.
So
what I would have suggested.
God willing,
mm-hmm.
I will round up next year.
Okay. What I would have suggested is that you go online and contact the nearest Army Careers Officer of our Army Careers Office to you, and let them know that you're currently rounding up your university education, and that you wish to take up a career in the military, and how they can push you forward to go for your selection at Sandhurst.
Okay. Well, is there any age limit in joining?
Well, how old are you?
41 years old.
Yeah, you're still good.
Hello?
You're still good.
I can hear you, sir.
You're still good. You're still good.
Okay.
You're still good.
I will send you my number, sir.
Okay, yeah, DM me your number. That'd be fine. Then we can talk.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
You know, what people need to understand is, obviously, the military does have an upper age limit, but 41 is still good, so long as you feel physically fit enough to be able to carry out your duties. You know, and you're going to keep up with your level of fitness.
Okay.
Then you'll be fine. What is it you're looking to do if you join the military?
What did he say?
What is it you're looking to do when you join the military?
Yeah, from my childhood, I had an intention of doing that, but my parents didn't allow me.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I've grown up and I can decide on my own,
mm-hmm.
I wish to do it, just to save humanity, let's speak.
No, I hear you. But when you finally join, what exactly are you looking to do? Are you looking to be an engineer? You're looking to be
Okay, probably data analytics, because
okay, yeah, that's cool.
It's what I'm studying is related to data analytics as well.
Yeah.
So,
well, like I said, get onto your local Army Careers, and let them point you in a direction that will get you into Sandhurst. Once you get to Sandhurst, then the rest is yours. Inspiration, good morning. Welcome aboard.
Good morning, sir.
How are we?
I'm good.
Excellent.
I just want to know what you actually specialize in. Do you specialize in actually getting people into university, or?
No, well, what I do here on this platform is I basically talk about some of it is current affairs, but it's all security related, with regards to security in diaspora, and a lot of it in Africa, and a lot of the talk around the events going on in places like Africa and in the Caribbean, and how as people we can help each other to be more security aware and security conscious. The gentleman that was speaking to me just now, obviously because he knows that my background, I'm retired from British military, and he wants to know how, when he finishes his university degree, how he can get into the military. And I was just basically helping him out in that sense. But if it's getting into university that you're interested in, or you're trying to find out how people can get people into university, this is also a very good platform, because we have loads of people that come onto this platform every Saturday morning. We're all members and part of an organization, as you can see, top of my head here, called the Global Clusters.
Right.
And within the Global Clusters, we have people from every single walk of life and every single industry, that is up to and including lecturers and teachers, and people in the know when it comes to forwarding your education. We've actually got a gentleman who's not here yet, but that's one of the things that he specializes in. That is recommending people to go to places and recommending courses for people to do at university. So
right.
if that's what you're interested in, you're definitely in the right place.
Right. I'm not actually sure. Actually, that's why I wanted to know exactly what you do, because my career is a bit, and studies a bit all over the place. So I did health and child development at uni, but I didn't complete it. But now I want to change into going to doing counselling, because I've got counselling, but I want to take it further.
Yeah, so I mean that's. I mean, Master Genie, you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here
Right.
with you.
I think you might be able to jump in here, and speak with this lady. You know, she's interested in furthering her education. You know, she's got interests. Where would we point her?
Yes, so obviously that will be the certificate revolution. I greet you on inspiration. So the global clusters have this combo package, which is with the London Till Career Institute. So you can check out London Till Career Institute. There is a lot of courses there. So with the combo package of the global cluster right now, if you join the Clusterian with 61,000, you get a scholarship for any of the courses you want to do in London Till Career Institute, whether it is certified nursing or cybersecurity. There's a lot of courses there, so it's for you to just check on the website and see the course you want to do if it's available there. And if it is available there, you don't have to pay all the full money. You can go through the global clusters with the combo package. You get a scholarship to study the course of your choice.
Sorry, let me quickly correct something there. It's 61,000 naira, not pounds, huh?
Yeah, 61,000 naira. Sorry, did I say pounds? Apologies.
No, you didn't say pounds. You just said 61,000, and you know, so she knows that it's not pound sterling because she's probably from UK.
Yeah, I'm from the
UK. Also in UK as well. So
inspiration. Yeah. Sorry, whereabouts are you in the UK?
I'm in London.
London.
Yeah.
What part, whereabouts in London?
Is a bit too London.
Is that South London, East London, West London?
Yeah, South.
Okay.
I'm in the South.
No, that's fine. That's all. I don't want to know your address. Yeah. We are. You know, we I'll tell you what. One of the easiest ways you could do it is if you download Master Genie is the Spark Hubs on the Play Store yet?
Yes, it is.
Right. Inspiration. If you go onto the Play Store and download the Spark Hubs.
Spark is only Spark Hub.
I'm typing it in the comment section.
Yeah, Master Genie, can you type that into the comment section, please?
Yes.
Yeah, can I come in there again briefly?
Yeah.
Is it possible for you to probably
connect
with Master
Genie? How you doing, Andrew?
Black monkey.
Are you for real?
That person keeps coming in and chatting rubbish, but it's okay. I'll block him off again in a minute.
No, you can't get rid of you, fucking nigger. You can't get rid of me, nigger. Ultimate nigger death. Ultimate nigger death. Nigger.
You know, there's always one.
Get rid of me. Nigger. Kick me. Nigger. Look at your fat face, nigger.
Wow.
Yeah, it's one of those racist American.
No, it's probably just a troll. Here he comes again.
He's a racist.
I'm not a troll, you fucking nigger. Not nigger. Can't get rid of me, nigger. Fat face nigger.
Look at your life, man.
No, it doesn't have one.
Chop ass nigger. Ugly ass nigger. Get rid of me.
You know what, guys? Just
yeah, get rid of me, fucking nigger. Nigger.
Don't worry, you'll get what is coming for you.
leave.
No, it just goes into all this thing. And,
Yeah, he'll create another one.
He will create another one. He will be back.
Wow.
Yeah, he'll be back. And he's obviously, I think he's back again.
Yeah.
He's back. It's just going into all lives and doing that. And that's him again. Trust me.
No, this person's gone. This person's muted. Why are we echoing?
I don't know.
Oh, it's just me then.
I think what I'm suggesting is maybe inspiration should Masajini should connect with inspiration, and then you can be able to explain to her properly on how to go about this, because she might not understand that understand the way to go about it on live like this.
Inspiration, you still there?
Correct. So I'll follow you, ma'am. Inspiration.
Exactly.
And I've put the website on the chat section. You can find me there as Master Juni. You can find our retired Colonel Gbenga Oshin there as well. We are all on this Spark Up. It's free to join us, and you can even give each other a call. You don't have to share phone number. It's free to register. It won't take you more than 30 seconds to register with your Gmail.
Where are you based?
I'm based in the UK as well.
Okay, so do you understand my position right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Right, but what we would advise first of all is download the Spark Hubs. It's free. Right, and on the Spark Hubs you'll see all sorts on there. You can it's like having something like Facebook or whatever. Everything's on there. You can make phone calls, you can make video calls, there's a marketplace on there, you can speak to people, DM people, anything you're not sure about, right? Just ask the questions and you'll get instant responses.
Okay. Thank you so much.
No, you're very welcome.
You're very welcome.
I'll stick around and listen a bit more.
Yeah, please do.
Thank you.
Right, and on that note, Abigail, good morning. Abigail, you there? I guess she's busy. So yeah, guys, as we said earlier on, my name is Michael Gbenga Oshin. I am the 001 for Global Cluster Security. I am the Director for Security and Compliance and Protocol with the National Youth Alliance in Nigeria. And I am the CEO of Clear Cross Group here in the UK. Every Saturday morning, we're talking security and security-related issues and matters. And basically, we're just, me personally, I'm interested in hearing people's points of view and people's views on everything that concerns security that's going on in their environment, or things that they've heard, they want to discuss, they want to talk about it, whether it's been in the news, on social media, or wherever, so that we can be here, we can educate each other. As much as I live by and live in a world of security, I'm still learning, even at my age, and sometimes I look to people like yourselves to say certain things that get my brain ticking over again, whereby I can also learn, from yourselves. So please feel free to, give us a nugget or two, as we welcome in the motivator. Steve, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning.
Everybody, I'm fine, man.
How's it going?
Thank you.
So,
Steve, I'm pretty sure that just like myself, you're up to date with what's been going on in the...
Sorry, Grace, can you mute because it's echoing? It's coming from you. Grace. Thank you.
Aha, found it. Anyways, we were saying, Steve, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Yeah.
How's everybody?
Everyone's good. I was just saying, so Steve, like in the light of yet another government being toppled by its military, can you not see that the snowball is beginning to grow?
Of course, it will always grow. We've talked about this. It will grow because, people are fed up.
Mm-hmm.
Things are getting ridiculous now. People cannot handle it. I always say something. There's a limit to human endurance.
That's correct. Yes.
And when you keep pushing, it will come to a time that people will force, and it's like pushing the this animal, like she I can't pronounce it because of my accent. Sheep towards the wall. After some time, the sheep will come back and bite you.
That's right.
And like, it's too much. It's too much. People have, and it's everywhere. It's not just in our land.
No,
it's
of course
everywhere.
not. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
And
like people are like pushing back now, and when you go into the World Economic Forum, the agenda is to do this.
That's correct.
For the whole world. And people now are like, they are getting really, 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 really pushed out of it. And like they want to get their control back. The agenda is like, there's this thing I talked about. It's about all this smart city. It's not about about the city being smart. There is an acronym. It's like security, like putting the if you see everywhere now, it's like cameras every single.
Yeah.
Industrial revolution. It doesn't partake to today's narrative. It doesn't, how can I say it? Be in the class, raise up your hand, do this, do that. People want forward thinkers now. They want people that can think, problem solver. They don't want people to memorize things anymore. They want, you have to challenge AI, robotics, this and this. Like in the next 50 years, in the next 20 years, the jobs are going to. So all these things, we too, because when you look at it properly, please, how would China is the workshop, but we are the resource center of the whole world. 80% of everything that they use is coming from Africa.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, we don't have anything to show for it.
Well, this is it.
Of course it will come. Why would, and we are the youngest. We have the youngest talent and the youngest age at the moment. Europe is old. They have older people now. So we have from 18 to 20 something, 30 something, we have them now. That's why they are traveling all over the world. So if all these young talented people that they are traveling everywhere now, if they can come back home, it will be something great. Please let somebody speak, and then I will contribute later. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Master Genie. Do you have a response to that?
I do.
Thank you, sir. Yes, I'll just continue by saying, yes, it's really right. We all need to bring back the ideas that we've seen in the Western world to, build our father's land. But the thing is, we have to secure the security aspect first because people are scared of their life. Mm-hmm. But yes, we do need creative thinkers, innovative thinkers, problem solving skills in our community. And the old system that is talking about the way we listen to our kings, we need to now see how we can incorporate that into the new system so that everything will still work together. Because in China, even though they are good in building all these computers and everything, they still have their culture, they still follow their culture. So is Japan and other countries. So I don't think we should now forget our culture. So like he said, we all need to come back home and bring all these great ideas, all these great innovations we've seen in the Western world back home to build our fatherland.
You see, the round of applause went up because you see, for so many years, especially Africans, they have this culture of going abroad, and even if it's a plastic bag, they will buy it and show it off in Nigeria or show it off in Africa and say, oh yes, I brought this from abroad, but they very rarely promote their own stuff at home, right? Even abroad, they don't really promote their own stuff over here. They would rather buy Louis Vuitton, or they would rather buy Gucci, whereas we have just as much good stuff back home. Now, as I said earlier on, and as Steve was rightly saying, we're here now talking security. Security isn't promoted back home, right? Security guards, security officers are looked down on, right? But when you think about it today, one of our biggest problems in Africa is security, right? It's security. I mean, obviously I'm still looking into it. This report of a squad of Malian soldiers that drove through the borders of Nigeria. Oh God, just thinking about it is making me laugh. They drove straight through the Nigerian border into the nearest town, shot off a few rounds, and then they were ushered back to where they came from. Not fought. They were ushered back by certain Nigerian security forces, and then they issued an apology that it was a mistake, that they didn't mean to. Now, Steve, I'm going to come back to you now. Steve, does that not sound ridiculous to you?
I don't know if in the north,
mm-hmm.
especially from Mali to, there's a place in Nigeria,
mm-hmm.
the border is completely open.
Yeah.
It's just like it's not even a gate. It's
mm-hmm.
like, those things in estates, like,
I've seen it.
Estate,
yeah.
They just put this thing, it's not a gate, though.
No.
It's one of those,
it's like a stone marker. Kind of. Yeah, it's like a stone marker.
Yeah, like
a barricade.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just like a barricade.
Mm-hmm.
And it's open. There's one time that I was counting the armored vehicles that went through inside Nigeria.
Mm.
It was more than 50 something. More than 50 something. And I was just thinking to myself, and these people, because they have bilateral relationship for a long time,
mm-hmm.
so they left it open. But really and truly, in our side, in like Benin, all these places that when you pass Lagos and even pass or your state, Shaki, the border is heavy. That the border thing is so heavy there. You cannot cross. They close it. So why can't they close the same up there? And sometimes All these people that just came, they just want to show you that really and truly that our security is lapsing. And really and truly, I don't blame anybody. And I blame ourselves because the way the law we have in the South is different from the law that operates in the North. It's very, very different. And all these things, I'm sorry, I don't like this Baba Tinubu. But really and truly is defragmenting some stuff. It will only appear to us in the next 10, 20 years. The way he's doing things, when he leaves, we will now see. We are talking about restructuring. Restructuring has started since this man. I don't like it. I don't like his policy. But there are some good things this man is doing. When we never focus later that. Number one, all these things that we've been complaining in the past, that we want everything to be equal. That's why they want to get rid of God. But I'm not saying that even everybody now, the Southeast is going to have their own place, autonomy. Southwest will have their own autonomy. He has already created that one. Is okay. The local governments now, they have their autonomy now. Even everybody that is going to be a president now, it will get to a stage what this man is trying to. He's trying to break all their powers down. It's a strategist. I don't really vote for him. I don't like him. But when you think about what he's doing, so he's coming to the security now. He's telling all the armies because something happened. How can he kill a general?
I think that's the joke of the century. That
honestly, it was on the social media. I was like, general.
Yeah.
And the general was funny. He was communicating with them, and another general told them to leave him. To leave him. And they picked the poor man. What are pioneering? So what am I trying to say is that there are some things I'm sorry, I'm from a military background, but if we get to a stage now, I'm sorry, because Professor we need to. No, it's true. You know when you know my brother, when certain things are happening, we need to get it from the root.
Yeah.
And clearing it from the root, we need that.
Exactly. Listen, 100%. 100%.
What I'm saying, there are some things, there are some policies, ordinary people, it is open. You will know that, okay, let us vote so that we can make the rule. I was reading about that actually. We can make the rule. Like this thing is automatic. Let us make the rule. So many times about Obasanjo, he bought new equipment for Kanjidan. When he was there, he bought so many equipment. He bought planes. He bought this. I mean, is it not absurd? You travel to a place, a whole plane disappeared. 39 planes disappeared.
Well, that can happen in Nigeria. Did you not know?
That's what I'm saying. And this man, he bought all this equipment for Kanjidan so that we can have more electricity. What do you do to it? What do you do? Àti àyínà, what you see no be there. So that when I'm sorry, I don't want to because we're not supposed to open our nash outside.
Yep.
So I mean, is it right? Okay, let us make road. The person you give the contract to is now suing the government for not. He didn't do it for 10 years. They took him to court. He's now suing show proper. Show proper. But now, as a background that me and you will come from, discipline is very imperative.
That's right.
You don't do it, you go for your life.
That's right. That's right.
And this is the thing that although they have when there's
That's right.
Our military now want bring back the clock of time.
Yeah.
Nigeria. But when we think about it, it is a quick. Most of the things that we got in Nigeria, the pots, the this, the that, and the pots, is through the military era.
Yep.
Through the military era.
That's
Although
right.
the structural adjustment, all this IMF and borrowing money, they also contribute. Devaluing the naira.
Yep.
The military contributes to that because it's the illiterate ones.
Mm-hmm.
How can you ask your own country?
Mm-hmm.
How can you say you want to devalue your own country since 1980 up to now?
Mm-hmm.
1986 up to now.
Mm-hmm.
Naira was 50. It was 50 naira. I mean 50 kobo. 50 naira. 50 kobo.
50 kobo to the pound. Yes.
$1. 1 pound.
Yes.
At that time.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's just ridiculous.
And now it's 2,000 naira.
At that time, the things we used to do, we don't do it anymore.
We can't do it anymore.
I'm sorry to say, we are importing things. We are not so, because we need to have foreign currency.
Yeah.
Do you know that Nigeria, we have 3 tire factories?
Yes.
3 battery factories.
Yes.
We do 3 cars. Or assemble.
We had
Volkswagen,
Peugeot,
Mercedes.
Yes. Well, where are they today?
You remember in the southwest,
Mm-hmm.
they have something cocoa, rubber,
Yes.
rubber plantation.
That's right.
Or Ondo axis.
Mm-hmm.
Ondo to Ogun.
Yes.
Or your state.
Yes.
There is rubber, abundant of rubber
Mm-hmm.
and cocoa. I remember my grandfather at that time.
Mm-hmm.
They used to, in the 80s,
Mm-hmm.
they used to sell their cocoa. Everybody would bring it together.
Exactly.
That's why they call it cocoa house.
Yes.
All those places, even all this, what's it called? Nigerian houses.
Yes.
The one in Nigeria, the one in London, the one in Canada,
Mm-hmm.
the one in Washington,
Mm-hmm.
all those ones, all over, it's true cocoa house.
That's right.
Even the place that president is living in London,
Mm-hmm.
every place that president is going is true cocoa house.
Yes.
It's all southwest.
Southwest. Yes.
So I'm not bringing things. I'm not saying, but look at it because we made everything we want. That time you don't have to come to Lagos. Enugu has got their own.
That's right.
Or your state has got their own, like 5 factories.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't need to come to Lagos. Imo has got their own. Everybody has their own. Even Calabar that we are talking about, it was a big ranch. Big, like all these heifers,
Mm-hmm.
like Jersey cows.
Yeah.
All these big cows.
Mm-hmm.
They have them like that. All these places that they are using for Obodo Ranch at that time,
Mm-hmm.
it was there in Ilori for ranching.
But they bastardized. But now they bastardized it all.
They had all these.
Yeah.
What's this? I remember this steel rolling mills.
Mm-hmm.
Oshobo has steel rolling mill.
Mm-hmm.
Ajaokuta. All these places, you don't need to come to Lagos. You are satisfied. They pay you equally the same.
That's right.
But what happened? During the time, because IMF does not. I'm writing out. There's a book. Colonel Michael Gbenga Oshin. No, it's true. It's true because Yoruba adage also only painting
Then.
because the pain is too. Okay, tell me, please. I go to. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm a stockbroker. I lost my job. Since I lost my job, I haven't found another job. The job I'm doing, I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I have to wake up like 5 o'clock in the morning. My shift is 7 something. I come home again at 9:30. Almost 12. And every single one of us, we are, maybe some people will still have IT job or whatever. But all I'm saying is, Shetta and Shina are like it.
Nah.
And something, if you are born in this country, I was born in this country, they took me home. But all I'm saying is that if you are born in this country, there's a particular question they always ask me. Where are you from?
Yeah.
Even if you are speaking that like well, my intonation is like Nigerian, but there is the people that actually has the same intonation as them.
Yep, people like me.
They'll still ask you, where are you from? I mean, where are you really originally?
You mean people like me, Steve?
What are they trying to say to you?
Steve,
So, really
I normally answer that question with a simple answer. And that is, it doesn't matter where I'm from. I've got just as much, if not more, reason or more right to be in this country than you do. Simple. You know, because
I'm just saying is like, we need to think about. So I'm telling any young person, like the group that I go to, any group that I go to advise any young people, I just talk to them that, look, don't get, there's something I always call mirage. I tell them, don't have this mirage.
Yeah.
Because mirage is like, you go to the desert, the real thing that you need at that time, which is water.
Yep, you won't see it. No, that's what you'll see, but it's not actually there.
That's what you will see. But when you feel it now, it is sand.
Yep.
So I tell them, this place is like is a trap, number one, as is a mirage. They will give you money, and you borrow money. And by the time you get out of that, you get equity, mortgage, and this and that. But your equity is still putting you in a chain of debt.
Yep.
But where we come from, we pay everything cash.
Mm-hmm.
You build your house outright.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying, I mean, can you work in, I used to have business in Nigeria. I went there for 5 years. I had business, and like, really and truly, how much do you start the business with? So all I'm saying is like, we can still do a security, yes, but security, in fact, we can do it, but àwọn ọmọ tó jẹ́ pé ọmọ Naija tó ń pọ̀ nínú army, wọ́n pọ̀ nínú ìlú yìí, wọ́n dẹ̀ pọ̀ l'Amẹ́ríkà, wọ́n pọ̀ ní Canada, wọ́n dẹ̀ pọ̀ kìíní, tí gbogbo wa bá lọlé. In fact, the way that máa ṣe o, I don't want to say this in English. Ọ̀pọ̀ àwọn people yẹn ló máa lọ. Because ara ń kan àwọn èèyàn.
Very much.
Ara ń kan wọn, àtàwọn tó wà Naija, àtàwọn táwọn ń bí ibà, ara ń kan wọn.
Very much.
Bọ̀bọ̀ kan tẹ́lẹ̀, ó ti ṣìpù ìgbà tí kíní àwọn bókòbókò tó wà ní kíní, ó ṣìpù ìbọn lọ náà. Àwọn Haúsá tó wà lórí kí lórúkọ ẹ̀ náà kó ìbọn yẹn náà jẹ́ kí ìbọn yẹn lọ sí kíní. Ó ṣìpù drone, àwọn drone tó máa fi ń fire àwọn kíní yẹn. I'm sorry to say this, but I don't want to say this in. So all these things, security, ìdíyàlá, nígbà tí kí lórúkọ ẹ̀ bá dé o. So that one is just minor. It's minor. But àwọn kan tún sponsor one as well. Ìyẹn ló yẹ ká wò. Àwọn ìlú yìí, àwọn kilo. I'm sorry for anybody that doesn't understand Yoruba, but this is our own yash. We shouldn't open it outside. Àwọn kan wà tó jẹ́ pé òyìnbó tó ń sponsor wọn. Ìgbà tí mo ń kọ àwọn ìwé kan, àwọn research kan tí mo ń ṣe nísìnyìí. In fact, àwọn nǹkan tí mo ń bá pàdé is not Kọ́lọ́run ràn wá lọ́wọ́.
Amen.
Olotu, quickly. Sorry to interrupt.
No, I was actually going to call you.
Okay, sir.
Sorry about this.
That's okay.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, depends wherever.
Good morning.
My name is Otumba Olabode Oshin. I always introduce myself because of my belief that I have little to contribute, and I also have suggestions as how can we can solve the problem of Nigeria. The truth of the matter is we need to start asking ourselves questions. If you have a business of 65 years that is not yielding, is not producing, is not making any progress, isn't it high time to consider to make arrangement to fix some of the problem that is mitigating, that is causing the problem. For me, to go straight to it, solutions, I'm more interested in solutions because I always say this, at 78, I think I should know certain things that are not right, certain things are not going to be right, no matter what you do. Because if you continue to repeat the same, I don't want to use the word stupid, if we continue to use the same method, nothing is going to work. All the past presidents, bring all of them together, they are not going to fix the problem of Nigeria. Nigeria has such a problem that is a chosen problem. We decide to run a country with a kind of a contracted constitution that doesn't allow progress. We're not going to make progress. Nigeria, I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. There's no magic. At the end of the day, like I said, and that's what I'm trying to tell you, I left the country in 1970. And I've come back, but then I'll get to it. The last time I've been there now is 2014, and I don't think I have no more business there until Babesi make it progress. Someone like me will still go home, but the way things are, the NFL of I have 5 basic things. I say it on all platforms. 5 basic things to any human being need lying. I'm getting it here because of my contribution to here. The 5 basic things: I have a roof over my head, more than even 3 times. Family, more because of my age. I can eat until the day I die. Medicare is guaranteed. Any company should music. Nigeria, only stop with basic 3 and rice. Maybe possible unless in Baku. The 3rd one is Medicare. The Medicare is guaranteed. The 4th is mobility. Go see a baby go company. And I'm just an ordinary 78-year pensioner in this country. So when you look at it for a long road starting, that's really that is sign of very surely. And I take it to be very stupid from anybody. That must say, and go take your room 300 years. So she has shut down one time Roman I was in. I've been I live in Germany for 10.5 years. I went to school there. So she reminds me don't 40 years ago, like in one thing. An average to watch a low to fair more designer to fair more related fair. So let's stop this. Let's stop keeping ourselves. We are retarded. We just a bunch of retarded people. We just do we know what is good. Less than 2% loan terrorize 2.something million, 200 million Nigeria. So why do you argue that? We one more one we have, can you beat it? I want people in work we say. In South Africa, after so many years of apartheid, I don't feel how many percentage are talking about in South Africa? So these are realities, these are facts we need to talk, whether we like it or not. Don't let us imagine don't let us continue to package. And you see, for you and I who are talking, it's because we belong to Alimas, 2% don't terrorize Nigeria because you and I can read and write. And answer see basic things. You just need to go to what do you need? Go to Abulegba Edition, Ondo, Akure, Shangisha, where it is proper ya. Go to Shagamu, go to Abeokuta, where properly they need chance. I have to cry at my age 2 months ago. For more 23 years, she lives 10 minutes, barely 5 minutes to UCH. She has a kind of a disease. She walk into the hospital there, and they are telling her, people over 30 million, gbé lọ sí India. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wá ń bí, I want to be challenged. Èwo nu yín unless tí o bá gbé bí, ni o máa walk into any hospital ní Europe. Tí wọ́n máa dá padà pé kò lówó. So Sherry, I've been in broadcasting for years. That is the only thing left for me doing now. I read law and politics, and I can tell everybody here, I want to continue to join everywhere, anywhere that we can sit down together, make plan for how best can we solve the problem. One of the most elegant, and I'm willing to look the president in the eye. Oremi, bye. Is this a crime? It's not a crime. There's no way in the Nigerian constitution where Emma sort from government advice. You want to have from advice, what you have advice if we make progress. Why would anybody get to someone talk about kick back in Google to Shelley? They know Emma. So the truth of the matter, let us sit down and start professing solution. And solution number one is to get a group pressure group and say, let us rearrange this contraption. This is too much. 65 years on. 65 years on. Kí la fi ṣe? Èwo nu wa tó ní àbúrò ẹ̀gbọ́n àǹtí 65 years tó wà yín ẹ ti máa gbàdúrà pé kó kú náà. Pé kí o ti kú, pé kí mo lọ kó lọ rest. So we are here talking like this, and I beg of all of you, mo sure pé bí o tẹ̀ ju 1 year kan àgbà lọ́wọ́ ara ta, nítorí ẹ̀ jù mí lọ, ẹ má bínú pé I'm not being rude or anything. I'm just saying, ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí seek for solution. Ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí find a group that we can send complete. And then somebody was talking about testing. It's the biggest scam. Mo láyò mo yẹ àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ pastor nǹkan kan yìí. Nàìjíríà náà know pé scam ni kìíní wọn fi ń jẹun náà. Kí àwọn sọ pé oríire wà ní heaven. Ṣé ọmọ kíni transport mode tẹ́ máa gbé lọ sí heaven that you back? Then finally, I want to say this. I want to pose this question to everybody here. You know, gbogbo àtàwọn àbí tabani, if we have a fanciful material or a beautiful stuff, what I like it gan, ní ẹ wá bàjẹ́, àwa gbé lọ sí tán tó máa fix ẹ̀, àwa ní à. Ọ̀nà bí kíní ti bàjẹ́ lọ́nà bí 80 o. But is it about to it all depends what the object I'm talking about. Is it not better sometimes look at true? The constitution in the country is not serving 98% of Nigerians, and that is the truth. Ọ̀nà down, ọ̀nà yóò down, Ogun State will down. Nǹkan kan máa tẹ̀ bá lówó ẹ̀ máa fi ní àwọn ordinary people lára. Ẹni kọ́kọ́ ò ní mi lára nílùú òyìnbó náà. I've been here for long. And I want to put in gbọ́n tí mo sọ èèyàn mélòó ní lára ní local government yìí. Ṣé local government chairman yín ní London tàbí Germany tàbí Canada tàbí bẹ́ẹ̀? A kàn ra Rolls Royce, a máa gbé káàkiri títì, a máa fi ní lára. Òun nìkan náà nínú. So these are the things, this is the time. I'll be lucky if I have another 10, 20 years. I don't know. But the truth of the matter is, we are not doing ourselves any good. And our then continue to elongate yai ni awata le kota leka. Those of us who are exposed. I want to come on Monday Shelena. I know not the last 10 years. Possibly any rural part of Germany. Then, so I mean, let us talk. Let us talk. Part of Asia. Please ask questions. If anybody want to ask me.
Ezra, before we bring in. Hold on. Ezra, before you come in, so I was about to say before we bring in the global president. First and foremost, Otumba, I am so happy that you are on this show today. This show has been running for a little while now.
I'm honored.
You know, this show has been running for a little while now. Myself, my name is Michael Gbenga Oshin. I'm retired from the British military. And I'm one of the few people that I know, along with my brother Steve down there, Motivator, who, our desire is to go back to Nigeria and attempt at implementing change. Now, I am a security specialist. That's what I do. But it is refreshing to hear another person passionately talk about the rights and the wrongs of our beloved country. Now, I know this is the first time I'm speaking with you, and I'm pretty sure that when His Excellency Ambassador Adekunle Badmus also speaks, he will also reiterate the same thing. There are a lot of us who are not happy and are trying to go back home. Dr. Badmus there is an ambassador. He's always in Nigeria trying to implement change. And one of the change that we've been trying to implement is through this organization called the Global Clusters, where we are actually an organization of people, of technocrats and entrepreneurs, business people, and people who just want to get ahead, not just in society, but within the Nigerian community, both here and in Nigeria, right? To try and bring back change and to make Africa and Nigeria great again. Now, the problem that we have, and you've outlined it, you know, and I was sitting here, I was actually smiling because you're speaking as if to say you're speaking through me, because these are a lot of the things that you've been saying are a lot of the things that I've been saying for the last year, right? Now, it's unfortunate. And one of the things that I wanted to say was, have you noticed that when you were speaking, nobody tried to shut you up? Nobody tried to discredit anything that you said. But one of the things that we have in Nigeria is if you stand in the midst of a lot of these bigots, whilst you're talking, they will jump in there and tell you that you don't know what you're talking about, right? Yes, you are right, 100%. There are people in Nigeria who, even if they have £1,000, that £1,000, they will use it to oppress the ordinary man, right? And yes, you're right. Churches today have become the biggest scam, right? Simply because of the fact that all of a sudden now, a lot of people have looked at it as, okay, fine, if I haven't got a job and I haven't got any money, the next place, the next place to be, or the next thing to do is to set up a church and people will bring money to me, right? But what I'm going to ask of you, sir, is today you have come and we've heard you, right? We're here every Saturday, right? There are people that come into this forum that would love to. I mean, I've done a lot of talking, you know, and now I just leave the forum open for other people because I'm still learning. And on that note, I'm going to bring in His Excellency, the global president of the Global Clusters. And, you know, you can hear from him because he, like myself, is another visionary. In fact, you know, when you hear what he's got to say, you will definitely be impressed. So on that note, I'm going to bring in His Excellency, Dr. Adekunle Badmus, the ambassador. He's a UN ambassador, and he's the global president of the Global Clusters worldwide. Good morning, Your Excellency. And then we lost him.
All right, I'm here.
There you go.
Yeah. Hello.
Over to you, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. Daddy, Agbanya Daleo, thank you for that wonderful speech. But Daddy, Nigeria Mada. For instance, I live in the Republic of Turkey, formerly called Turkey. I'm the ambassador to National Youth Council of Nigeria there. I'm a UN ambassador for quality and affordable education in Africa. I got it done as UN diplomat on government bilateral trade in the whole of Africa. And I'm the global president of the Global Clusters worldwide. This program is a cluster in the Global Clusters. Let's talk security with retired Colonel Michael Gbenga Oshin. Pretty much like, as you were talking, and as you were, I see that you're a forward thinker. I see that a lot of forward thinkers are not aligning together in Nigeria and in Africa, and that is why Africa is still where it is. And now, we're not letting you go. I was thinking, word of wisdom cluster for you. I want you to, if you don't mind, in the community where we build people, we build professionals, we mine and produce quality and accurate professionals, technocrats and entrepreneurs for nation building. If you can champion word of wisdom clusters of the Global Clusters, words of wisdom clusters, because the essence of it is that you have the age, you have seen so many things, you have seen it all. You were there during the independence, even before before the independent era. Your childhood was before the independent era. You knew when dollar was 50 kobo to $1. You knew it. You knew when, if you want to travel from Nigeria to London, it's visa on arrival. You were there. You enjoyed it. You knew what the colonial masters did. You saw everything. So we need to learn from your words of wisdom, and that is why, if you don't mind, as by the virtue of the power bestowed in me as the global president of the global clusters, I'm putting it to you to head the Word of Wisdom cluster of the global clusters, where on a weekly basis you will come online and discuss to all clusterians worldwide, globally, on Word of Wisdom for nation building. If that is acceptable for you, let me hear from you, sir.
Oh, I'm really, 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 really honored. I genuinely, I'm short of similar offers and so on, but because I feel honored that I believe that we can work together and we are going to be leader together.
Amen.
It's not going to be, we are going to be leader together. And at the end of the day, when you look at my age, I'd rather work with you guys to guide, support, than just want to be a leader, because that is 95% of our problem in Africa. We just want to be leader. When you look at the list of people who want to steal, and like I said, if Awolowo said, I grew up in the house, I know the family for decades now. So, and I tell you this, Awolowo said, if the cause of a problem, if you don't know the cause of a problem, you can never solve it. I want more cause of a problem, they know cause of it, they are hiding the master plan, the blueprint. The truth of the matter, the constitution, can benefit in there, only cause of a problem. So America, I want to America on Lurimiji, I want to Turkey, I want to like I said, I went to Germany far back 1970, and I lived there for 10.5 years. And I can tell everybody here for free that in Yeloti rearrange it, bring me, change me concept, perception me about life. And that was shortly after the Second World War. They rebuilt their country. Today, Alagba Alonso only aye. Alagba another so economy. And they were economy. Which economy is how on Walabuja on Walabuja and economic. So we need, if we want to work together, we also need to have the same mindset. We need to start thinking alike. We pay cause of our problem. Only we pay. Yes, I've been to many platforms. I've been offering, and I tell you, if we do not agree to rearrange in cotton the last 65 years, I already would have a joy. I agree, we have to agree. Not that it break up. No. We can talk to the power, we can talk to the authority. Rearrange, can he say? Humanity give out what you get to really. We are not making progress. Of course, why are we not making progress? And when you start looking at it, Thomas Gbenga Oshin is my very bosom friend. America is in living. Must have had PhD to our lower at the 23. Don't count beyond your member, verbal to all I'm trying to say, jokingly, Tomalon Kawe, our Nigerians can work on Kawe. Probably living while primary school was So the truth of my and Latin, we need to select, we need to agree. There shouldn't be any exemption. Are we willing to work together to find solution? Talking about if I say to back coming, give me never run from I choose not to get into Nigerian politics. That's why I'm here. I'm buying so on London. Type of never work Pelumoni and no mini vice president. I already learned to one basic. Matima Bawan share my farm, Ghana. I don't want to do that. So I'm looking forward to work with you, with others. who are willing to genuinely seeking for solution.
Then,
because there's no point going on the hospital. Nigeria and economy treat in internal and now I went to my local hospital because I'll be having waist pain. They X-ray me. X-ray don't she buy more to low X-ray papata. So I ring control she mean
then,
Nigeria le money come out bad draft until the commissioner. And two history of Nigeria, there's so many things. So we need to see that it's not going to be an overnight solution. No. Your mom misunderstand me, and I don't want to bore anybody here. But if anybody is anxious to you want to be community and then I cannot work with that set of people.
then,
Let us use what we have to get what we want. That is,
then,
we need to agree, say,
then,
I need the solution, I need the blueprint, I need to plan what the way. Taba loba federal government, this thing is not working, say. You tell me, Bolotin share, Abuja ni koni nkoni, she nija, political party, and she gbogbo àwọn tó ń kóra wọn sórí platform èwo ló ti ṣe nǹkan dáadáa fún Nigeria. I want to be challenged. Mention one person.
Yes.
And I'm sorry to say this. The only person to my history to draw map for Nigeria, only Obafemi Awolowo. Only Kowe, a Wolo Kowe to Chori Renuan. Only say this is the way forward. Le Pokani multi lingua kinibai come on problem. And the only solution to our problem is we can go for democracy, the federalism, kashi by kashi. A Wolo solution one. Solution why if I go Jenny. So what are we talking about? So I want to appreciate you. I want to thank everybody. If we are really ready and we can meet again and again, but then solution finding mission lawyer kawa. Tawa de ti be si so pe e je ka bring a quick one before I go. A quick one ni pe kò sígbà tí a ní sọ wípé a máa rearrange, a máa readdress, a máa reappraise. Kawali redesign in Nigeria. We can be countries. Chiba America, you about 51 or whatever country, but how it might get the federal, I be from federal, it is federal. Only now, our states. For those of you who live in America, even in the our local government borrow all powerful to federal Canelo. Local government in the UK borrows on Bonlag, they are very powerful. They are like in your ancient relation, I want to do the chief police officer. Aburo mi Gbenga Oshin. I want to do the IG.
pàṣẹ fún yín kẹtó ṣe
Yes,
kẹtó suit at time.
Egbe you the hospital and one call one. Ọmọ ọ̀rẹ́ mi highly me. I don't want to mention his name. Renowned politician, renowned kini. Njẹ́ tó máa ṣe tí Nàìjíríà fún. Ọmọ àkọ́bí àwọn gbé hospital kan kó tó dé hospital. Owó tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe kúrúkẹ̀ registration ibẹ̀ ló kù sí náà. So what are we talking about? Ìjọba la fẹ́ kó ndí. Àyè ìlú kan kò dẹ̀ ṣoríire tí wọ́n bá ní two basic things tó ń gbájúmọ́. And it cannot be only for 2%. Say. It cannot be. And finally, let us sit down and strategize, not strategize like the Commissioner for Education, the same thing that I'm going to run for Lawa. But when we are ready, I'm sure when we are ready, the teacher will come. I want to thank everybody. God bless you all.
All right. Thank you for that information. And I initially asked that question, and I want to give you a rundown of what we have done. We started the movement last year. The movement started around early last year, launched 6th of July 2024, and clock 1 year, 6th of July 2025, running the second year right now, and it's called the Global Clusters. We feel that social media is now part of our lives, and it's connecting us, and it's reconnecting us. It's making like minds to meet each other, and all of that. And me being an educationist for over 2 decades, I have assisted over 10,000 students in the last 20 years to study in several countries. I've worked with Prometric ETS, Educational Testing Services. I have coordinated different kind of foreign exams, such as SAT, the Scholastic Aptitude Test, the IELTS, the International English Language Testing System, the PTE, the Pearson Test of English, the GRE, the Graduate Record Examination, the GMAT, Graduate Management Assessment Test, and YUS, which is the Turkish one. It's called Yabancı or Yabancı Sınavı. That is the Turkish word that stands for Foreign Student Examination. And I just felt if a social media will born out of Africa or out of Nigeria, it shouldn't be another Facebook or another TikTok where you have the good, the bad, the ugly. It should be the one that will move us as a third world nation or as a third world continent from where we are to where we ought to be. You understand? So it should be the one that will produce nation builders. And that is why we created the Global Clusters as the first nation building social media platform. Proudly Nigeria, proudly Africa to the world. And our Tadale no Lawaluri Ikani, you understand? So, which I am spreading the team. Now, why the Global Clusters first? Is because we look at all these nations you have mentioned, UK, US, Asia, Europe, who developed them? 3 sets of people: the professionals, the technocrats, and the entrepreneurs. Now, we now created a platform, another world, digitally, out of the era of photo and Africa. We created a new land digitally where we mine and produce quality and accurate professionals, quality and accurate technocrats, and quality and accurate entrepreneurs for nation building. So looking at it, seeing an initiative that was birthed out of Nigeria to the world, I think we need to use it to fix Nigeria first. So we brought it back home and said that, okay, what's happening at home? In the last 5 years, Nigeria has done 2 revolutions. They did end SARS revolution. They did end bad governance revolution. All were political inclined. Now, we now came up with some revolutionary concepts, which this Let's Search Security is one of it. And last year, my path crossed across retired Colonel Michael Gbenga Oshin. We met in Nigeria. And I saw his passion and I said, Baba, we're creating a community. Can you lead the security based on your qualification? Just like I spun to you right now to say you should lead word of wisdom. You understand? Because your age is experience and you have seen a lot. And this word of wisdom is strictly for nation builders. And the idea is that you will pick a day that is convenient for you in a week. Just like every Saturday we meet on this platform and we talk about security. So you will now pick a date that you will be talking to us about word of wisdom, and you will be bringing some of your other friends to share their experience and share word of wisdom with us. Not just us in Nigeria, with the whole of the world, with Africa, with everybody. It will be streamed live as we're talking now. We're currently streaming on almost 5 channels. We're streaming on TikTok. We're streaming on YouTube. We're streaming on Facebook. We're streaming on SparkUp. And we're streaming on the StreamYard. You understand? So, so by man stream here. So all of these things will be streamed across and it will be shared to people. So that people can learn. The reason why we are still underdeveloped, Daddy, is because we have not submitted ourselves to quality and accurate learning. Knowledge is the root of development. Information is the bridge from where underdeveloped nations were to that they climbed. That was the pedestal they climbed to where they are now. And connection is a no-brainer because to whom you are connected to determines likely what you connect. So what we do is that we're now bringing mining minds together because your mind is a neutral ground. It is a consortium of developed mindset that constitute a developed nation. The major problem we have in Nigeria and Africa is the mind problem. Our development is not the problem. Our uplifting, a developed Federal Republic of Nigeria, having manufacturing company is not the problem. Bandits is not our problem. Insecurity is not even our problem. Our major problem in the Federal Republic of Nigeria and in the all of Africa is our mind. We need to reposition it. Because a lot of people are not thinking right. Because you ask yourself, okay, elo golo wa elo lo need. How even a meeting daddy economy. So what are we talking about? So can you also a logo titi to ban bed in la apart coloma sources? Because we must actually, call forth the great in every man. Because there is something in every man that is not abroad. Oman need space to operate, and that is why you see that they create a lot of wealth from so many things. Because they want everyone to express themselves. Whether you are handicapped, they have something for you. They create your own life for you. No matter, even if you are autistic, they create your own life for you. And what are we trying to say? We're creating a new world. And we're starting digitally. And as we speak at Ilofagon, as a matter of fact, we've been holding this meeting now for more than 1 year. And we have created there's a website, there's an app on Play Store as we speak, where our social media platform have all the vibes that you need. As LinkedIn vibes, as Facebook vibes, as WhatsApp vibes. You can use it to call, you can make video calls, you can, as a learning platform. We do meetings every day. Because I believe if we really want to change Nigeria, if we want to change Africa, we must meet and discuss nation building every day. Because Tabashi discuss nation building, Bella and follow into my Sarah. So from every Monday morning, we talk about mind surgery revolution, where we engage in critical thinking, creative thinking, innovative thinking. I want jetty mind in it, that's development. Thinking out of the box, developing great memory, flexibility, speed, focus. We call a meaningful Nigerian like you and other people to be the surgeon of the day, to be the mind surgeon of the day by sharing their stories so that people can learn from their story. And people give their submission. So that and to share story, to learn from other people's story. Then I want our program every Monday morning. In the evening, we go on survivor strategies in the new normal. Telling people that COVID came was a new normal to the world. And there are several new normal to the in Nigeria. Cashless policy was new normal to us. And when you're pussy, change of currency was new normal to us. No more CBN rate for travelers like us was new normal to us. No more CBN rate for importer was new normal to us. Students studying abroad was new normal to us. Again, fuel subsidy removal was new normal to us. How do we survive in this new normal? So we call for professionals, technocrat, entrepreneurs to add their voice. And we talk about a topic, something that they can do to survive in the new normal. Every morning. Okay. That happens in the evening. Then every Tuesday, in the evening, 5 p.m. Nigerian time, we come virtually and meet and discuss humanity revolution. These are ingredients of nation building. We discuss the place of empathy, the place of care in nation building, the place of kindness, the place of respect. Again, in nation building, the place of compassion in nation building. We discuss it. Everybody gives their submission for 1 hour and we go. Every Wednesday, we come again. We discuss genuine love revolution. We identify that we are all product of love. We are all product of excitement. When they give back, when they conceive us, we are considered bundle of joy. Why is that joy not radiating? We were supposed to be joy givers now. Why is it not radiating in our society? So we discuss the place of self-love, not selfishness, the place of love for one another, and the place of love for your environment, for the non-living things in your environment. So we discuss it every Wednesday. Then every Thursday, we talk about ARE, we came up with a concept to solve food problem and income problem in Nigeria and unemployment problem called Project ARE, Agric, Real Estate and Export. And we make people to realize that we are all agriculture. Everything, both living things and non living things. We are all agriculture. The spermatozoa and the egg that form me, that form you, is the product of agric. If someone have a low sperm count today, and another person could not ovulate egg very well, is a product of agric. Are a product of agric none. Because is there anything that we are using that is not agric? If you can't be agric, table agric, there is nothing. So we are now doing a movement to say, let everyone involved in agriculture cultivate it so that it can yield its increase. They can go into exports. They can go into agriculture. They can even hold land bankings, and they can equally export what they have produced from the land. So we discuss it from 1 to 12 p.m., 12 to 1 p.m. every Thursday. Then in the afternoon, with around 2 to 3 p.m., we talk about B2B. We call all our business associates all over the world. They come online and we share business idea and we network with each other. Then in the evening on that same Thursday, we talk about accurate connection revolution, bringing to people's mind that they need to build the right social capital. That what an average youth should seek first in his life is to build the right social capital. And no, your credibility is a better money than cash. Your credible relationship is a better money than cash. Your integrity, sincerity, competent, character, good attitude, these are better money than cash. So you can build a good social capital from there. And all of these things characterize my life. Then every Friday, we talk about certificate revolution. Because education is no longer about the certificate you have now. It's not about the certificate. What do you know? What can you do? Education is more of skill set right now. So we encourage people to go into tech, AI, and entrepreneurial skills. And we equally, the part B of the certificate is that over 140 million Nigerians are uneducated because they were saddled with the responsibility of learning in English. You understand? Which, when we were growing up, we were made to know that, Yoruba is vernacular and why English is the official language. But the truth is that Yoruba is my mother's tongue. Yoruba cannot be vernacular to me. I'm a Yoruba boy. So we are now encouraging learning. Nobody can tell me that if my mother is selling in a cold water, that knows where to buy from and know where to sell to, and you can raise money from it, that woman is not educated because cannot speak English. So we categorize people that cannot speak English as uneducated. No. So we want to encourage learning in the 3 major languages. In the West, Yoruba. In the East, Igbo. In the North, Hausa. So people can learn in their mother's tongue. And we can evolve together. And if you want to learn in English, no problem. So that is the certificate revolution. And every Saturday, in the morning like this, we talk about security. With retired Michael Gbenga Oshin. And we deliberate on it. And we call for every security arm to work with this cluster so that we can solve security problem in our father's land and in Africa as a whole. And then in the evening today, we're going to talk about accurate knowledge and information revolution. The place of the right knowledge and the place of the right information, not propaganda. Knowing fully well that the gap between private school and public school is too wide. One of the major things that is constantly creating chaos in our community is that different children are produced from private school, different children are produced from public school, and they have one society. One mama need constant chaos because their ideology is not the same. For instance, if we queue in a filling station, one Agbero boy that was not well trained will come and disrupt the queue because that is the knowledge he knows. So all of these things, we're not saying let private school adopt public school. Let professional, technical, and entrepreneur volunteer to see how these people can have learning materials in the government school to aid our community so that we can have accurate knowledge and information. Then tomorrow, which is Sunday, we are going on people-to-people revolution. Daddy, we want you to produce your cow.
We want you, before you leave this earth, start mentoring young people. Let us have some young Otumba in the 774 local government. Let's have young Otumba in the other 53 African nations in the continent of Africa. Let us start mining. You don't need to leave London. You will do it virtually. You start mining them, and you can start from this word of wisdom. Start every week, 1 hour. Adema set of me, Adema shake short video, Adema share everything, Adema promoted. And Adema bound your sorrow, Adema bound guess what? And this studio is a virtual studio. Jebe elebe awon guess what? Thomas Soro. Only you 1 hour lot to deliberate. Adema mu topic kan. Or abatefe bole ni o nípa iṣẹ́ ni. Or abatefe bole ni o nípa kiyan wa focus ni. Or abatefe bole ni o nípa kiyan mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe ni. You know, determination la fẹ́ sọ leni. Kini ko la fẹ́ sọ leni. So that ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ làwọn èèyàn ní orísun ni knowledge. Knowledge is the fountain of wealth. Knowledge is the fountain of development. Knowledge and being informed in it. It's a no-brainer. There is not knowledge, quality and accurate knowledge. Accurate knowledge, no. When you have it, you have the right and quality power. And when you have the right information, and quality information, you already create a bridge to move a phone to poverty to wanye, sibito law. And that is the information. Then from there, go see the person go to Kenya, wama connect now in your re. Then the connections, the quality and accurate connections you have will determine the quality and accurate what you will collect. If we cannot be connected to the most high and the most low. It's not possible. To whom you are connected to determines what you collect. So it's a no-brainer. Now, on a rounding up, why I know Nigeria will be fine is that a meeting on Bahin, 25 years ago, I was homeless in Lagos. 25 years ago. Homeless. I came from a broken home. I was staying with my father. At age 4, I told my mother that I want to go meet my father in Lagos. I left them in Ibadan. And sometimes, Baba will go. And I was not looking at anything that would imagine anything good in life. There was nothing that looks like it. It was an hopeless, very hopeless and dilapidated situation. I sold engine oil at Kanguru bus stop for 8 years. Why am I not a garage boy? Because Toba Shelebe is okay because that was the environment. Hail from Face Me I Face You could not pay. Went to sport. My father went to sport. We meet on the street. And I had something in me. It is called grit. The G-R-I-T. And somehow, man pop up in such a way that the kind of words that come out of my mouth are big words. Some of my friends say my name as only mouth. That you have mouth too much. Look at our environment. Look at what you are dreaming of. Do you know that those people have connected? They have this thing. But I said, everything you think they have, I'm going to have it. All glory to God. All of those things came to pass. So what am I trying to say? If it can come to pass in my life, I believe that if we champion an intentional movement like this, as I'm talking to you now, we're going on 37 million digital literacy in Nigeria. Study, I need me. I have gone to see OBJ. I have gone to see IBB. I've seen El Rufai. I've written to the presidency several times. I was talking to the essay to the presidency on capacity building. But all of these people are very slow at taking actions. It's like they just love what is happening in the nation. But we are not fitting one shape, but we are going directly to the people and letting the people know that, so now we are going on 37 million digital literacy. At any platform at any customer everything is free. It's just to mind the youth and start training them. Our training to my general or but to my dad Latin. Ara no ni mind surgery. Ala no ni gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tí mo ti dárúkọ yẹn. Then among others is that we are connecting to international communities. We have some UN personnel abroad too that are constantly giving training, like Dr. Kari from the United States. We don't for any training, we don't for any relationship courses. So we want people to submit themselves to learning. When they submit themselves to learning, is the quality of what they have that they can give out to that environment in such a way that every community can actually solve their problem. Not because of what the government has structured. We know that the structure is not okay. Of course, that is why we have created the global clusters. Thank you. What's your take on this, sir?
Thank you. Everybody. Let me start from the a member of this group. I think I have to appreciate you. You're doing a very good job. Now, like I said to you, I don't want to be, I just want to be a member and also be, what do I want to bring to the table? Advice, guidelines, support. Because the way things are, people of your age group should normally be leading the country. Now, African economy is about 90 something. Well, they can make an example of Donald Trump who is 70 something. But having said that, I want to achieve in Qatar Manila achieve the last how many years. Now, let me quickly address one or two things. The first one I want to address, that might not be what you want to hear, but I will have to say it. So at least I had to set the tone, I had to set the foundation, how we can work together or how we may not be able to work together. Number one, I'm more interested if we can deal with cause and causes of our problem. Cause and causes of our problem. You see, because 99% of what you said, Alagba, is based on you want to get results. And the results you want to get is how well can we penetrate. Again, we cannot ignore the 2% don't mess up with the country. But we should be more concerned, more interested in remaining 90-something%. And this is very important. And that's why a great country like Germany, UK, the Netherlands, Belgium, Bangkok, because majority of their people are in need. They decide what happens in their country. Not only two people. Not only 2%. How do they decide? The electorates, they decide who they want to put in power, when they want to remove them. As we speak, the majority of labor, ordinarily, like back on in the parliament, we are solid, almost about 100. But the way things are going, if the care is not taken, they will flush them out, put another one there, and they have a standing opposition that mirror them, that shadow them, that with explanation. So all I'm trying to say to everybody here today is I feel honored, but I just want to give advice of how do we solve the problem. Because 95% of what we continue to talk are problems, but how do we solve them? And everything is saying to me, with my education, both in politics and law, that we need to deal with the issue of the constitution. The constitution will make how come Mama promise. Your name is Kule, Abi?
Yes, Daddy.
Okay. Mama promise. If we do not, I will not deal with the main cause. Mama Pema, I shake me and David Abule Agbede Bikonleri Abeokuta, Agbede Bikonleri Abi Gongola, Akpere Pomisi, block Akama hit roadblock me. Because the constitution does not allow King Koponshida than Nigeria. That is the constitution. Constitution will allow Kia when you succeed. Allow irú àwọn oríṣiríṣi abnormalities àwọn abiri tó wà ní Nàìjíríà allow káwọn kan máa fi 380 wọ kọ́ńṣẹ́ exam medicine architect legal different kind of thing ẹ fà nǹkan kan máa fi 100 ṣe àwọn tó ń fi 100 ṣe yẹn ẹ tí ó ṣe tán University of Ibadan or whatever it is ẹ wá pàdé Minister of Health ṣé ń follow me o ẹ jẹ́ tẹ́ bá follow just stop me.
Yes, I'm following you.
ẹ wá pàdé Minister of Health ọmọ tó wá láti góńgólá yẹn tí ò rékòrí òun náà máa fi ṣọ̀gá yẹn. This is not. I'm not. Like I said, since I've left 1970, there are so many things that change in lifestyle. Me, I work with a bank called BWA, or not putting first bank in saying. I worked there since 65 to 70 into travel. So the point I'm making, we pay solution. What of what you have outlined, they're great. How much can we inject it into our people? Anything we are saying has to be our people. Could they jam on less than 2% one? Because our less than 2%, only that is she, I want to fair attack is only that is she. They are ready to create a Nikojase. And that is what is going on. Look at the appointment, look at what is going on. There's so many things you said in a swoop. So when you break it down, I might need another 1 year. That's a machine called. But ultimately, as we speak, solution. How do we penetrate? How do we penetrate our people? And you're not governor.
But
to buy the best house one in Keja, and in Shaman in Keja local going. To buy the best hotel to and become. And in Chairman, it's whatever. You know, this is a thing. Entirely 700 million, entirely 900 million. But I'm back on a fake people. People not think she will bury. Although one London now, area become what I shall say, area become what I quick as it. But only me, Lara Tong be hackney. Losing good governance. I won't need good governance. So everybody, I want to say again and again, let us be a team. You might come up with a blueprint. You might come up with the idea of it. These are solutions. This because really and because there's no point supporting each other. That the running could be 6 o'clock and not Sabekuta. But I did what you need. What's the point? Taban lost your state. At the Kun Latin, but at the Maryland, hold up Latin Banalotiwa. Where are we going? We're not going anywhere. So, solution. And the solution, to it might be a member to help, to support. But, I want this particular team. I want this particular brand of Nigerian. I want to come up with a blueprint, the solution, and you can apply it. We are not doing that. And until that is done, because you weigh me, Timbani pains me in Logo. My partner is saying to me, pains in Martin, me blame doctor to not take open for me low. Now, what you look early dancing, with the best relief, what you lost Estrelano, with the best little things. So the point I'm making to everybody here, I don't want to bore you. Solution to enable us get our message across. All this layout, they are fantastic. But imagine in 2 or 3 years time, all have to ballet me give me by changing attack with Daruko. Baba, imagine putting around 2 or 3 years, it the same thing last year. So message you link upon could need fake line. I want to be Laura. I don't be Loring. I don't be Jebu Para Concon. Because kò ní débẹ̀ láéláé ẹ wo ìyà tán fi ń jẹra wọn bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣé ibi tí wọ́n bá 45 tí local police ti everything wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣé ọ bí mọ́là kan kọ́kọ́ máa kó kóńdó àti kàlàkì kan máa káàkiri. Look at that. Alàgbà Colonel ṣé security ṣé area àbí kan wà nílùú yìí tí ò sí security apparatus tó ń ṣiṣẹ́. Kò possible. Kò possible. Even kò ipá mẹ́rin pé náà ń gbé bẹ́ẹ̀. Kò ipá mẹ́rin náà ń gbé bẹ́ẹ̀. There be an apparatus, and I have interviewed people. there but about 40 different layers of policing nílùú yìí 40. Ẹ á gbé kan ẹ wá fi kan báwo lẹ fẹ́ rúlu wa báwo lẹ fẹ́ govern báwo lẹ fẹ́ manage security. So there's so many contraptions, there's so many things still right. All I'm saying in effect ni wípé let us be a team, let us be different from our others. Let us be solution bringer ni wa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká start talking about solution. And solution gbogbo tẹ́ ká lẹ́yìn alàgbà Kúnlé gbogbo tẹ́ ká fantastic sound good. But what's the point? Tí benefit àwọn ordinary people benefit àwọn tó wà lágége ọmọ mi pé kí náà ń sọ ṣé ẹ̀ là ń bá yín sọ ni kí lẹ̀ ń sọ ṣé pé àwọn ọmọ kan tí in another 5 generations kojú wọn tó là. So ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí talk about how do we do if, and I'm sorry not everybody will agree, if the way I suggestion pé ẹ jẹ́ ká rearrange, I use that word before I drop, ẹ jẹ́ ká rearrange pé constitution is not working bó ṣe pé ká put all energy àwọn àtàwọn àbí lórí pé bá ṣe máa change the constitution. There are many ways to go about it. But ẹ pé yẹn ni tó ẹ pé yẹn la fẹ́ ṣe jẹ́ ká fi yẹn kan mọ̀ wá pé àsìkò àwọn gúrùpù báyìí ni wọ́n fight for changing the constitution, and the constitution was changed or is changed and is now working for everybody. There's more than in fact this guy is now become a trillionaire. So I pay you to well organized, we would have had trillionaires long time ago in Nigeria. Elon Musk today. The resources are there. We have, but we're not organized. Greed, so I don't know. Maybe please ask me a question again. All I'm saying is I want to belong to a team that marries so design how to get our message across. But I want to come out once into my on data on it. I want to have a lobani for ni Ondo, ni area because ni agility atonta. Songo, I want to rimbe oju àwọn Oyedepo tó máa gbèrò stress bí mẹ́wàá ọjà tó máa tó títí tán rí jẹ tán rí mu. These are things that I'd like to address.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Just to answer you immediately, is that when we talk, we don't just talk here, we do. We're taking actions. We are taking actions. On security, the 001 retired Colonel Michael Gbenga Oshin has started developing courses. We started talking to the police. We started talking to so many groups, security groups. Now, Sherry solution tends so if you automatic better no mind. Sherry àwọn tabakon dabu to pay change of constitution. Tí mind wọn ò bá prepare fún àlè rí results. It ó pẹ̀lú kò tẹ́ pé gbogbo àwọn effort everybody make ó dàbí pé kò yọ. Because it is easier to talk to somebody that is a forward thinker. The mind gets prepared already. You can see that when we're talking, our wa resonates. And our minds are developed. Nítorí la ṣe gbogbo àtàwà nìkan ni la ṣe dúró sí bíbá yìí. Torí ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ bíbá yìí ó resonate. A lot of people ló ti gba bíbá yìí kọjá. Tó yẹ pé ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń gbọ́ tá à ń sọ kò resonate pẹ̀lú wọn because kò yé wọn. Wọ́n pé kí làwọn ilé ń sọ. Wọ́n ti ẹ̀ sọ pé ká wá gba 2,000. Wọ́n ti ká wá gba 1,000 naira give away. She get? So because that nǹkan tí mind wọn fẹ́ nìyẹn. Bí kíkẹ́ sọ pé wẹ́ẹ́ fẹ́ fún 500 naira owó recharge card ní sin ẹ̀rí gbogbo ọ̀sán máa yá wá sí ibà. But ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ pé nípa knowledge nípa ilé kò yé wọn. So first of all, I'm also because kìíní yẹn ó deteriorate ó ń jẹ lọ díẹ̀díẹ̀ ni. Èyí ká kọ́ sún síwájú ká kọ́ àwọn tó fẹ́ jẹ wọ́n yẹn ká má yẹ kó jẹ wọ́n. Ìdílé tí ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni pé ìgbà tó bá jáde university tó kọ abẹ́gà apply. Tí ẹ pé iṣẹ́ tó rí gan wọ́n ní 70k ní minimum wage. Tí ẹ pé iṣẹ́ tó rí gan tó 70,000 naira. Ó dẹ̀ máa balẹ̀ in Lagos now. Ó kéré kò kéré tó bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́ gba a room self-contained wàá ṣe ní 500,000 naira. Now ọjọ́ wo ni òbí ọmọ yẹn fẹ́ jẹun ọmọ gan náà? So these are the things that we are solving, and we are preparing solutions, and we are connecting people. And a lot of people are happy about what we're doing already. So what we are saying is that I have called out the presidency several times on our broadcast and on our press release. We have done a lot of press release, and we have said, let the government adopt the global clusters concept for nation building. But only what do I pay your control book presidency missing? But àwọn tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, àwọn kan wà ní inú ìkànnì tó ti kọjá bí ìgbà tó yẹ pé politician ni wọ́n ò dẹ̀ sọ kọ́kọ́. Mo já sọ fún yín sìn, àwọn tí mo ti lọ bá, tí mo ti lọ rí, tí mo ti lọ bá sọ̀rọ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n àtijọ́ ọjọ́ yìí sìn, wọ́n mọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà need urgent situation, urgent attention o. Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ sí. A dẹ̀ ní good things lọ́wọ́.
Nǹkan tó fẹ́ jẹ bread and butter. Ẹ kàn gbádùn.
Ẹ máa gbọ́. A ní concept lọ́wọ́, àwa ò ṣe pé kí ni structure wà nílẹ̀. Àwa ní structure because àwa ò emerge from politics, we emerge from hard work. You understand? So as we speak, àwa ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ already. Àwa kàn ní di pé okay o, èwo ló ń wà nù wọn tí ò tí bàjẹ́ tó pátápátá. Or tó ti dé pé èèyàn lè identify, tẹ́yìn náà bá identify ẹ̀kẹ́ ní wá iṣẹ́ kan wà táwọn boys yìí ń ṣe o. Èmi ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dé Nàìjíríà padà ni, mo ti wà Nàìjíríà báyìí sí. So I can go and see anybody and tell them, I said, okay, we want to have representative in every local government for this change. In the 774 local governments. We want to start, we have created a free platform for them. It's just for them, you don't only budget lower. Our only budget can come now. We are just humanitarian. We are just concerned citizens. So they should just give us an
Oh dear. I think we may have lost him temporarily.
But ilẹ̀ bẹ̀yìn ò bá ti dá, kò sí nǹkan tí yẹn fẹ́ gbé síbẹ̀ tó máa wù dádì, kò lè wù láíláíláíláíláí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni,
so ilẹ̀ yẹn làwọn akọ́kọ́ fẹ́ tún ṣe ná, ilẹ̀ yẹn dẹ̀ ní mind àwọn èèyàn. Nítorí la ṣe kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú digital literacy. Pé wá in this era now, o gbọ́dọ̀ wà digitally tech savvy, o gbọ́dọ̀ wà digitally inclined. Okay, jẹ́ àfún ẹ ní training lórí bó ṣe wà digital savvy, then they are to find training load in mind, then engage in this kind of discussion. Imagine already in the platform we have, across the platform we have almost 3,000 people. In your mail lower lori kini teri. Because àwọn èèyàn máa wá tó bá ti di pé lecture là ń ṣe, àwọn èèyàn lè wọ́n ní òròjú àti submit ara wọn fún quality and accurate learning. But on the very image, they want to become number one in something, and with little knowledge, with no knowledge. How do you knowledge no matter sustain in Kantoba build in La? We build a country and we don't have the right knowledge to sustain it. That is the problem we have. And that is why we are starting from this re-engineering of the mind, Daddy. What we need now is the forward-thinking politicians that will see this grant as that will see what we are doing and said, okay, let us implement it in my state. Let us implement it in my local government. Let us implement it in my ward. That is the ideology. Let us implement it in my association. That is what we're looking at. We have a group of clusterians in the UK. They even have a group on WhatsApp. I understand, part of this community. So we are saying that everyone add your voice, speak to us. That them is the way. For somebody like you, looking at your age, looking at your experience, look at everything, word of wisdom. Let's have a cluster of people that are talking wisdom into people. You understand? Don't act a gonna be skits. It will drive wisdom into them. In continue banning, man one problem most of our leaders don't even have care in their dictionary. They didn't even grow up with care, and we expect them to care for us. How? Is it not what you have that you will give? That it might be reward. Tell about low, the banny bread, any shape of bread, let you. Again, a lot of them have hatred, and that's why they are giving us the hatred.
Exactly.
They don't have that kindness. Where we seek kindness. Is it not kindness to take care of old people, retirees, and all of that thing? Some of them don't have it. They are just, what they have in their journal is wickedness, and that is what they are giving to us. So it's a no-go now.
Yes, sir. Jama Binu, I interrupt you again. Again, like I said, I'm a broadcaster also. Do me a favor. For those of you who want to, I reach my limit. That's why I can't follow for now. But please follow me, you in particular, and Alagba Michael. Send me information that I need to work with. I want data on Konkonye. So I'll make myself available. And like I said, I just want to be by the side. I want to see you guys grow to be the leader. I'm not yet departing for departure lunch, but I can quickly tell you that I'd rather stay behind you, make sure that things work well, give you advice, support, and so on. But I want you to grow to be the leader. I also want to quickly tell you, I have a large number of eminent people who are my age group in the UK, who are retired surgeons, doctors, lawyers, and so on and so forth. We can subsequently tell them, the question is, I say, I want to already learn, she already find solution. Because like I said, we can take so much in. If we are unable to implement it, you mentioned I want grassroots, and I can quickly tell you, the system has weaponized, have been bastardized them to a point where anybody bread and butter. We have bastardized, so we have messed up. We've messed up large number of innocent human beings. I don't want to go to Congo, see what is happening in Congo. So that's what I was saying to you. It's okay, I'm going to work with you, but like I say, I will time to time attend meeting, give suggestion, advice, and hopefully if we are all use it together, but the truth of the matter will remain. See, Bawa Bashima suggests things are, then you talk of politicians. Now I can assure you for free. I've been there. 9 and a half out of 10 politicians. They're all corrupt. They're all 90-something% corruption to one. Embedded in them, in doing them. They just not for you. They're just the less than 2% answer. But language me at the end, so it I don't say because until I look on it, by force from a wood of a jolly. Why will anybody be having 4 private jets? Why will anybody be saying here I live from girlfriend? There's so many anomalies. And these are the things that hardly change it. Don't forget, I want you when you're looking for animals, you know you both animals Colonel, you will agree with me. Don't buruju our law. Or we do buruju, but we call something in law what we call fear of sanction.
Yes.
Don't pay or but I won't if you're not. In Nigeria, we fuck anybody up and go to court. So into my dad girlfriend that I in. Kill my garage and say quickly how do we fix our garage and 35,000 naira a day? This is a big problem, Kule. There's a big problem. And that's why we need to start saying carry arrange, carry address, carry appraise, carry redesign. Kawan meeting tea, Uncle Wale, showing come and was meeting my person anyway. Uncle Wale, Ejeka going to my mind first, and this we can't do that now. Ejeka ni environment, tally control resources you are one fishing curry. Can come on Mawama Washe Logan Kubo Pate. These are the thing. It's a big problem, but Kotuto big Taba Mobile have to solve it. Passing something, the back by and Hollandish guy Kwaru Nigeria within a short period. I fix it now. Am I making sense?
Of course.
I fix it. But for a while, we are not a job, back on here. My download Jarabo and my daily. She be below and better the leg in the concon. I've been there. Oluwa fún wa ṣe mo fẹ́ gbàdúrà fún Olúwa èmi ò lọ church. I don't do religion in the first place. I don't do religion. You then she I want some car because none of them is working. Irony. Kò sẹ́ni tó máa sọ pé òun mọ̀ pé wọ́n ti divorce ní family yín rí. Kò sẹ́ni tó máa mọ̀ pé ẹnìkan kú ní family pé ó dà pé bàbá kan kú ní 10 years ago. Bullshit oríṣiríṣi ọ̀rá nìyẹn. So again, get in touch with me, please. Send me our information to Monique. I'll be attending meeting. I've been doing broadcasting for about 20 years now. I mean, the backup on the air. And every Friday, I do my show, Otumbahu Latest Talk Show. And every Tuesday, I'm a party to one political party in the UK, Yoruba party in the UK. We are making lots of progress. These are also the people I want to connect with you guys. We are making big progress. We want to reclaim our land. Must send information is in
They said number, site them at already start them to join you. Would you send them?
Yes, send us.
Android phone.
No, Android.
Download the Lori Play Store. It's called the Spark Up. Okay, I'm typing it at the comment section. I can download it.
I want to appreciate everybody. Hopefully, by the next time we meet again, I'll be able to contribute. God bless you. Everybody, nice weekend.
Yes,
thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
May I take
thank you very much.
May I take this opportunity, because I'm going to have to round up soon, to thank everybody, especially our father, Otuba, for your fantastically educational and insightful submission there. A lot of people will have learned from this. A lot of people will find something to take from this submission, because obviously our father has lived and he's obviously been through and gone through many things that a lot of us are just entering in our lives. Security is paramount in whatever it is that we do. We're not just talking about people working as security guards or being in the military. We're talking about securing your mind and securing who you are as an individual and as a person. Our father has made many points here, and me as a person, I've actually learned something new today with regards to leadership. Sometimes it is better to step back and see things that are going on. It's like a lesson I learned many years ago when somebody said to me, as the goalkeeper, you are the best placed person to be the captain of the team, because from your position as a goalkeeper, you can see everything that's going on the pitch. So therefore, my brothers and sisters, my mothers and fathers, once again, my name is Michael Gbenga Oshin, a retired British Army officer, former Royal Military Police, CEO of Clear Cross Group here in the UK, the 001 Global Security Clusters of the Global Cluster, and the Director for Security and Protocol in the National Youth Alliance in Nigeria. As I'm about to close, I will then call on His Excellency, if he's still there, in person of Dr. Adekunle Badmus, to give us a closing remark as we all go about our usual weekend. Are you there, Your Excellency? Is he there? Looks like we've lost him again. Oh, there he is. Your Excellency.
Are you calling me?
Yes, I was just calling you to give us your closing statement and then see us off.
All right. So I think we've all gained one or two things today, and it's a pleasure to always have Let's Talk Security by retired Michael Gbenga Oshin, the motivator. Excellent day to you, sir. I salute Chisho. Thank you, my sister Grace. Thank you, Sister Abigail. Thank you for all you do to contribute positively to humanity. I saw Master Genie, and if you're on the FYP, thank you very much. And if you're listening to us, who are we? We are a consortium of professionals or aspiring professionals, technocrats or aspiring technocrats, entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs, where we share accurate knowledge of our industry. Why? Because it gives us the right power. Accurate information, because that is the bridge between where we are and where we ought to be. Accurate connection, because to whom we are connected to determines what we collect. We're not just a nation building platform with a marketplace with the best monetization on earth. We are the first nation building social media platform on earth. Proudly Nigeria, proudly Africa to the world for nation building. To join us, download the Spark Up on your Android phone, or on your iPhone, you go to www.thesparkups.org, and you can add it to the home screen, and you can read any 1 million digital literacy empowerment movement. So if you have young people in your family, let them go into the Spark Up, let them go to the courses there, and they can take courses on how to become a digital entrepreneur. And the other course they will take is on mind. Once they take those 2 courses, then they are eligible for a sponsorship. We're going to get them someone to sponsor them as a premium member, and they'll start earning immediately, and they'll start acquiring the right knowledge to be able to scale up in life. So we are empowering 37 million in Nigeria. This is what we are currently doing. So having said that, let us all put our hands together behind this movement. When we speak, we do. So we don't just talk, we do what we say. So we are calling on meaningful Nigerians to come and champion this movement. We seek volunteers, you understand, to come and champion this. You don't need to pay any money. For even the premium membership will be sponsored by some NGOs, philanthropies, and all of that. So we want people to be developed because we're craving a developed society. Tonight, we're going to meet on accurate knowledge and information revolution by 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Don't miss it. Reach out to us on the Spark Up. And please, we want everyone that are using Android to go and give us nice rating so that the app can get popular. Thank you very much. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. I hand over the baton to the 001 Global Security Clusters of the Global Clusters, the person of Sir Retired Michael Gbenga Oshin.
Yeah, thank you once again, Your Excellency. It's always great to see you on a Saturday. We were getting a bit worried there when we didn't see you earlier on, but then I was reliably informed that somebody caught you off guard and they planned a surprise birthday party for you. Because obviously we know that.
Serious, I did that. Last of you, Atlantis Blue yesterday. Jerry Keja.
There you go.
Amazing.
Exactly.
I was surprised.
And because we know that you only turned 16 once in your life, and so I'm glad you had a great time. And I'm going to call you as soon as this is over. I'm going to call you because there are 1 or 2 things that we need to talk about. But then, other than that, I want to wish everybody a fantastic weekend. And don't forget, this evening, we have the mind surgery.
Someone is talking about the app. It's not on Apple Store yet. Go to the site, www.thesparkups.org. That is where you can get it, the Spark Ops. I'm just trying to do that to you right now. So this is how you go there. Once you go there, then go and add to home screen so that you can always have it as part of your apps on your screen. So go. Okay. So when you get there, please connect with Colonel Michael Gbenga Oshin. Go to the hall and you will always get information as to every great things that is going on in the Spark Up. Thank you very much. Over to you, retired Colonel Michael Gbenga Oshin.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, once again, don't forget this evening we've got the mind surgery. Please be there. You won't regret that you turned up, because you know we have more very, very intellectual people and inspirational people that will be there. So on that note, I'd like to say a thank you to Grace, the Grace Property, the Motivator, Sheen Show, Abigail, and yourself, Your Excellency, Dr. Adekunle Badmus, the 001 worldwide of the global clusters, quote unquote, and the head honcho, the number one, the Oga, the top, for the whole organization. And well, that's me. Like I said, have a great weekend, and that's me out. Thank you very much, everybody, and see you next Saturday.